Have you ever heard anybody say that you need the enormous amount of trauma in order to have any strength? Like people might tell you that in order to have any amount of strength, you have to have gone through like the darkest times ever. And if you don't do that, then they feel like you are weak. So I just want to talk about this with you guys. I want to talk about trauma and strength and how we might actually be able to build strength, even if we haven't gone through the worst trauma. We all have our own trauma, but not like the worst thing ever where it's like, oh my gosh, like this dude is freaking like he's been through some stuff, you know? But I think that sometimes people might try to put that on you where they're like, okay, you haven't been through what I've been through, so you are not as strong as me, man. But what if we start thinking about it, the fact that God puts our own battles on our plate. He puts our own path before us to make us strong and to make us grow. Not that it has to be a certain amount of trauma, man. Look, a lot of people have told me this, like you have to go through certain things, you have to go through trauma. And I'm not talking about like battles. I'm talking about, they talk about trauma, like real trauma in order to have any strength. But then you think about it, there's people out there that haven't been through this trauma that are still, I would consider, very strong. You think about Steph Curry. Steph Curry is somebody who has gone and he had millions of dollars growing up. His dad played in the NBA. He probably had a nice house, nice home, nice cars, all this stuff. But he's somebody who had his own battles. He had to be able to go through this battle that gave him strength of being able to be the small guard. He was about 6'3". He even has a documentary out about his story and doing that. That's his story. That's his battles. I'm sure he's fought a lot of battles that he's lost, a lot of battles that he's won that have created his own strength. So he is somebody that has come from somewhere that he didn't have the most trauma or anything like that. But he's fought his own battles. And who are we to say that his battles are any better or worse than anybody else's, man? We look at him today and he is an enormous proclaimer of the faith. He's an enormous proclaimer who goes out there and does everything that he can to be able to proclaim his faith and to be able to be strong. And I consider him a pretty strong person. Think about Bronny James, man. He's somebody who his dad was one of the best players in the NBA and he's still out here trying to, do it and grow as best he can. And I think he's pretty strong too, man. So for ourselves, we all are going to have our own battles. Our parents might have fought battles that they were put into so that we can fight and choose our own battles. There's paths that we are going to go down and things that God has already set for us that maybe he wants us to grow in our own path. Maybe he has already said it. So why he might be looking at us and thinking, why are we comparing ourselves? Why are we comparing our battles to somebody else's battles? When God has already put that battle on your path for you to grow. Personally, for you to grow. And it's just something I think is very interesting. I don't know how you guys view strength, but I've heard a lot of the times that, if you ask for strength, if you ask God for strength, he's going to put battles and he's going to put big monsters and giants in your path so that you can develop that strength. And I don't think it matters where you come from. You ask God for strength, he's going to put you on certain things that are going to create that strength for you. But what do y'all think about this? What do y'all think about being able to develop strength in Christ, being able to develop strength overall, and being able to be strong? Because I'm trying to grow as much as I can in my faith. I've had things that have pushed me to faith. I've had things that have helped me grow my faith, grow my strength as a person and as a man of God. And I would love to know what your guys' experiences are with this. I love you. I hope you're having an amazing day. Hope you're getting stronger today. Whatever battle you're on right now, I hope it's going amazing. I hope you're fighting it to the best of your ability. Love you. Peace.